Gone are the days when farming would be an old-age activity. Today, more and more farmers are coming up with modern ways to get their job done. What's more, there is also a huge number of women who are gravitating towards the field. Today, let's talk about how social media plays a big role in female farmers. You'd be surprised at the wonders online platforms are doing. So, without further ado, let's find out more. Starting with the use of social media by female farmers. Known for their resilient natures, women farmers persevere in the face of great obstacles and contribute significantly to rural communities, environmental, social, and economic health. While farming is famous for being a men's world, you'd be surprised to know that a huge chunk of it is done by women now. Let's take a deeper look. Women are more likely than men to run farms that practice sustainable agriculture. They also produce a disproportionately large share of high-value, value-added products. They are likelier to use business models that prioritize community engagement, like community-supported agriculture, CSA, and agritourism. Now, this is where social media comes into play. The social media that many used to be skeptical about in the farming world is now used as a tool for networking by females. Recent studies have shown that female farmers' distinct networking behavior directly results from their experiences of marginalized from the mainstream agriculture knowledge base. They are done sticking with the basics and are now branching out to newer ways of connecting with the world. Up next, here's why women are gravitating towards online tools. In contrast to men, women farmers are more likely to depend on institutional and informational support networks to help them succeed in agriculture. When asked to rate the importance of different types of training for farmers, female farmers talked greatly about the empowering effects of social media. They use such platforms to reduce feelings of isolation, foster relationships of trust, and gather knowledge about farming and related goods. Experts say that women farmers may be more likely to depend on formal and informal networks to help them succeed in agriculture, whereas male farmers may prefer conventional agricultural educational shows. It has also been noted that women farmers are more interested in learning via discussion and exploration of concepts and hearing from others based on their own and others' experiences than in listening to conventional just the facts lectures. This is something that can only be derived once the females are interacting with bigger communities, and that interaction is made easier through social media. Regarding meetings, women farmers would rather have more flexibility in terms of time and place, since they often have to prioritize family and other obligations before attending in person. Moving on, the rate of women going into farming and agricultural universities is increasing, and social media has a huge role to play in it. It has been reported that the number of women studying to become farmers at a certain university has increased in the past few years. The increase has been described as absolutely fantastic by Northamptonshire's Moulton College. More women are talking about their jobs on social media, which is helping, according to Louise Fletcher, Dean of the School for Land and Equestrian Studies. Student Robin Beale said, "People will tell you you're female, you can't do this, but you can, and they are only finding out more about their field and the opportunities as other women in farming show their side of the story." Rushton native and first-year student Jessica Byford claims she was inspired to continue her education after attending an open day and seeing plenty of girls studying. She said, "I think social media is a big influence. There are many women now on social media influencing agriculture and why you should join." She also added that having female lecturers helped, and people are seeing our posts on social media of women doing exactly what everybody else is doing, and hopefully that's making them realize that it's something they can do as well. Now, let's look at 5 women in agriculture who changed the world. First off, at number 5, Papamil. Papamil was named one of the government's civilian award winners, the Padma Shri. Unless you counted the deep lines on her cheeks and forehead, you might not have guessed she was born in 1916. She heads out to her farm at dawn, where she stays until late in the day. Her family members have attested that she maintains good health by combining a nutritious diet and regular exercise. Papamil's business flourished when she opened a tea store in Tecumseh until she bought a 2.5 plot of property and expanded into grocery retail. She had no way to irrigate her land, despite the fact that the perennial Bhavani River, which originates in the Nilgiris Highlands, flows just a few kilometers away. So, during the Northeast northeast monsoon, she cultivated rain-fed crops, such as millets, lentils, and grams. She has been using micro-irrigation for the last decade to grow bananas alongside her regular rain-fed crops. Following up, she is beloved by many. The government awarded her the Padma Shri because she is an outstanding example of a woman farmer and has done much to advance the status of women in the agricultural sector. Besides being an avid organic farmer who embraced new farming technology and innovative techniques, she was also lauded for her social engineering prowess in organizing women in agricultural extension programs. Up next, Beena Devi at 4. Beena Devi brought the commercialization and expansion of mushroom farming to the real-world canvas. She's a powerful figurehead who made headlines encouraging women to start mushroom farms. Devi received the Nari Shakti Puraskar from Ram Nath Kovind in March 2020 for her work to empower women economically. In addition, she assisted cultivators in adopting organic methods. For her role in popularizing mushroom gardening as a viable economic option for women, Beena Devi is sometimes called Mushroom Mahila. Devi is from the little village of Tilkari in the city of Munger in the Indian state of Bihar. In addition, she was elected Sarpanch of the Dori Panchayat. She had a strong desire to make money off of mushroom growing. As a result, in 2010, she attended classes at Sabur Agricultural University. On the day honoring women, she was one of 7 women who managed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's online presence. Many rural women now work for themselves thanks to Beena Devi. She has inspired many women to enter the dairy and goat farming industries. Moving on, Harriet Williams Russell Strong at number 3. In the late 19th century, Harriet Williams Strong was the driving force behind the development of dry land irrigation and other water conservation methods in Southern California's arid regions. She did not go to college for engineering or business, yet she nonetheless achieved great success as a pioneer in several fields. Innovator, agricultural entrepreneur, community leader, donor, and supporter of women's rights and higher education. She rescued the family ranch and assured their financial security by using innovative strategies for reusing floodwater to irrigate her walnut, olive, and pomegranate trees. She monetized her creativity by filling patents, raising pampas grass, and selling its feathers to millinery manufacturers. She became the country's top commercial producer of walnuts in under 5 years, saving her family and their farm from foreclosure and earning her the Walnut Queen. She traveled the continent with Susan B. Anthony to promote women's concerns, including water conservation, innovative methods of agriculture on dry lands, women's education, independence, and suffrage. Following up on number 2, Rachel Carson. Rachel Carson, a marine scientist and author, is sometimes called the mother of contemporary environmentalism because of her influential role in the conservation movement. With her studies, she fought against the widespread use of man-made poisons like DDT and other pesticides. According to the National Women's Museum, her environmental activism also contributed to establishing the United States Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, together with Shirley Briggs, editor of Atlantic Naturalist, a magazine published by Abaddon Naturalist Society, and Clarence Cottam, a former employee of the Fish and Wildlife Service. Carson spent the 1950s studying the impact of pesticides on food chains throughout the United States and Europe. Her research led to the publication of Silent Spring, a book serialized in The New Yorker in 1962. The Natural Resources Defense Council claims the writing process took her 4 years. In the book, she detailed the harm caused by pesticides, with special emphasis on DDT. Finally, at number 1, Maria Sibylla Merian. German entomologist Maria Merian existed centuries before the field was formally established. She started drawing depictions of insects and their behavior after becoming interested in them as a child. 2 volumes titled The Wonderful Transformation of Caterpillars were published under her pen in 1679. Her pictures were often used to show the continuity of the life cycle. Connecting insects to the plants they rely on was another area of interest for her. She moved to Suriname at 52, where she penned The Metamorphosis of the Insects of Suriname, widely regarded as her magnum opus. Marion's ability to successfully combine art and science paved the way for subsequent generations of researchers in both fields. That's a wrap for this video. So, what do you think about social media usage? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.